She got called out by her brother for rejecting good men. That got to be very odd at the family reunions, the family eatings, all that type of stuff, family gatherings. But let's see what's going on.
Don't know why. I'm like just attracting douchebags. Like I'm not seeking them out.
But the thing is that you are seeking them out. Like, you're attracting good guys, like that one guy you were talking to, and then he moved like 10 minutes further away, and you use that as an excuse to not talk to him when I liked him. And he was like one of the only guys you've ever talked to that I liked.
He said, I liked him.
Okay, well, it wasn't that he moved. He was just like he was a little too clingy, and like I don't do well with.
Oh my god.
I don't do well with
you
clingy.
want a douchebag that doesn't want anything to do with you, and you want to chase him around. So you're not ready for a relationship, like I said the other.
I just need a balance of douchebag and clingy. Like I don't somebody that's like maybe wants something to do with me but isn't clingy.
So you don't want a relationship. You want that, is what you're saying.
No, I want a relationship. I want
You want a
that.
relationship with someone that halfway hates you. Like, did you seriously just say that out loud?
Yeah.
A relationship with someone that halfway hates you. Do you sound like
Look how she's smiling. Like, I hope this is not for real. Sometimes in today's time, you can't tell the difference between somebody who's like trolling, just trying to have fun, and actually, being serious on the internet. Because people do things for clicks, views, monetization, attention, respect, lack of respect, disrespect, all types of reasons. So when you look at her, you're like, you question her attention. Is she being for real or is she not? Hopefully, I don't know. Look where she's laughing. Y'all think she's being real? Let me know. Let me know.
how delusional that is? Maybe try this again next year.
I have to wait a whole year?
Wait as long as it
He
fucking
said
takes
next
for
year.
you to not want a relationship with someone that halfway hates you.
Why do they have to be clingy though? Why can't they just like
Maybe
me?
because they like you? Like, I feel like your definition of clingy and actually being clingy is way different.
No, I
Like,
don't
you
think
think a
so.
clingy guy is a guy that calls you at night to say goodnight.
Did y'all catch that? So that's her brother, basically.
A guy who calls her at nighttime to say goodnight. Yeah, maybe she is a little immature in the mind. So this creator's name is Jediah Bila, right? And today's video is called "She Got Called Out by Her Brother for Rejecting Good Men. Sister Put in Her Place on Cam." What's funny though is it looks like she is the one that's recording, so it makes me truly wonder if this, pardon me, if this is scripted or if this is genuine. But let's see what this creator has to say. Shout out to her. I like her yellow orange sunglasses. I feel like it's kind of stylish.
Basically calling her out, being like, you're so full of crap. You're not ready for a relationship. Every time a good guy comes around, you basically trash them for some stupid reason and you really want a douchebag. And she's like, no, 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 I don't. I just want the perfect balance. These picky women. I just want the perfect balance. Like, he can't be too clingy, but he needs to be a little clingy. But he can't be a douchebag, but he has to be like a little edgy. But it's like, I need like a 50% match. If it's 60-40, I'm just thrown off. Like, honey, just get over yourself. So you don't want a relationship. So stop bitching that they're not treating you right. You don't want to be treated right. You want to just be in this like toxic hell where you're like chasing after guys that are never going to treat you right. So you get to then complain about the fact that they never treat you right. And then somebody comes along and treats you right. And you can trash them as clingy because you're not ready to do that relationship. It's just
Funny enough, as odd as this sounds, there are people on both sides, men and women, who are kind of like that, where they actually don't want to be respected, and their actions will tell you that. Words will say one thing, actions say another. But yeah, she was able to identify this.
don't have a relationship. Good guys who are
Fair use.
and who have nothing going on, that gets translated as boring to women. We know that. Boring, right? Good guys, clingy, boring. She doesn't want a douchebag. What she really wants is what we talk about all the time. She wants a guy who has options, who likes her, but doesn't give her too much attention, but gives her just enough attention. Guys, you know what? Stop trying to please these women. Stop trying to please these women. Be a good guy. Have your life together. I wouldn't be clingy. I would, if you're not going to be clingy if you have options. By virtue of having options and having a career and having a life, you're going to be busy. And you're going to have girls interested in you. You're not going to be clingy if that's you. That's why I always tell you being a man with options is number one, because then you won't possess those traits that repel women. And you'll be confident and you'll be all those things. So that's your goal. Become a man who has options and you won't possess traits that repel women, right? Because clingy and needy, what does that scream? I can't get any other women. I'm desperate for you. I have nothing going on in my life. Women hate that. But in the same breath, like, don't try to overly please these women if they're just impossible to please. Like, sense that a woman is just a difficult mess and just don't pick them.
She has some good points.
Not being clingy and just being a stand up guy. And she's, there are some women that just want to date the bad boy. They've got some complex about being mistreated and they choose it over and over and over again. They got some trauma or stuff they're trying to work out and they will mistreat that good guy over and over again. Know how to detect those damaged women because that's damage that they're making that bad choice for themselves over and over again. And you, the nice guy, trying to make them happy, you're going to be a victim of that damage. She's going to treat you like shit. So just know those women. Avoid those women. I love that her brother did this, but he's like had enough probably listening to her and Mo, and he called her out. It's fantastic.
Very interesting points there. Very interesting points. The speaker had some good points of view. Once again, if you want to see what she got going on, it looks like the name is Jediah Bila. Interesting name. I kind of want to see the origins of that. Like, what's the family tree from? Because that's the first time I've seen that last name, if that's really her last name. But super unique, super dope, super talented. She brings up some good points, and a lot of this comes down to psychology. I remember in college they made us take these psychology classes, which I'm grateful for. I'm not complaining, but it teaches you a lot about like human behavior, the different personality types, what people like, dislike, etc. And a lot of people say things like education is not good or education's forced. There is parts of the modern education system that we can do without, but there's definitely parts that we can do with. And one of them is like that psychology class that I told you we had to take. I think we took it like sophomore year or something like that. But everyone had to take that or an adjacent class, right? So shout out to the psychology class they made us take. Shout out to the philosophy class we took, all the type of stuff. It teaches you a lot about thought patterns, pattern recognitions, good versus bad, what you think is good, what you think versus bad. And yeah, if this lady in this video, which I don't know, I'm still kind of doubting, but if this lady here, just look at that smile. If this lady's being for real, then she is definitely, you could say, a damaged individual or still in the stage in life where, fun is the main priority and stuff like that. Nowadays, everybody wants to go viral, so I think this is like could honestly be like a marketing scheme for that. Because I mean, look at her facial expression. She looks like she's having fun here. Look, right above me here, having fun, enjoying the moment. All right, so that's enough of that. Peace, love, blessings, all that type of stuff. Been experimenting with this new soundboard that I just recently installed. I think it was just yesterday that I put this in here. So let me know what y'all thinking about it. But got more coming to y'all. Have a nice day.